Let me tell you about a version of yourself that exists only in your head. This version wakes up at 5 a.m., hits the gym, builds a business, reads every night. This version is unstoppable, and every few weeks, you become this person for about 3 days. Then you vanish. You're back to old patterns, old excuses, watching that perfect version of you fade like a dream you can't quite remember. And the worst part? You know you're capable. You felt it. Those rare moments when everything aligns and you're on fire, proving to yourself that you can do this. So why does it never last? Why do you keep breaking promises to the one person you can't escape, yourself? There's a reason, and it's not what you think. Section 1. The Ambition Trap. Here's what nobody tells you about ambition. It's a drug, and like any drug, it gives you a high without making you do the work. You watch a motivational video, you feel unstoppable. You plan your future, you feel like you've already won. You buy the journal, download the app, tell yourself, tomorrow I start, and in that moment, your brain releases the same dopamine as if you'd actually done it. That's the trap. Your ambition isn't pushing you forward, it's letting you live in a fantasy where you've already succeeded. You're not building a business, you're daydreaming about being a CEO. You're not getting fit, you're imagining yourself with abs. And your brain can't tell the difference, so it rewards you anyway. You feel productive without producing anything. You feel motivated without moving. And every time you do this, you teach yourself that thinking about success is enough. Section 2. The Consistency Illusion. You think consistency means doing something every single day. Wake up, work out, write, repeat, like some kind of robot that never breaks down. And when you miss one day, you think you failed, so you quit. Here's what changed everything for me. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about return rate. It's not, I worked out 365 days straight. It's, I missed 3 days, but I came back on day 4. The people you admire, the ones who seem unstoppable, they're not more disciplined than you. They just have a faster return rate. They fall off, they mess up, they have terrible weeks. But while you're spiraling into guilt and giving up entirely, they're already back at it. No drama, no starting over on Monday, they just continue. That's the real difference. Section 3. The Identity You're Protecting. There's a version of you that you're secretly protecting, the potential version, the one who could be successful if you really tried. And as long as you stay inconsistent, that version stays safe. Because here's the terrifying truth. If you actually committed, if you gave it everything for 6 months, a year, and you still didn't make it, then you'd have to face reality. You'd have no more excuses, no more, I could have been great if I just tried harder. So you stay in the middle. You try just enough to keep the dream alive, but not enough to risk proving yourself wrong. This is self-sabotage at its finest. You're not protecting your potential, you're burying it. Because the only thing scarier than failing is discovering you're not who you thought you were. And until you're willing to risk that, you'll stay exactly where you are. Section 4. The Motivation Myth. You're waiting for motivation to show up like it's some kind of guest at a party. Once I feel motivated, I'll start. But here's what nobody tells you. Motivation is a consequence, not a cause. It comes after you start, not before. You don't feel like going to the gym, then go. You go, and then 15 minutes in, you feel amazing. You don't feel inspired to write, then write. You force yourself to type garbage for 10 minutes, and suddenly the ideas fall. The people who seem naturally motivated, they've just learned to move without it. They've accepted that most days will feel like dragging a corpse uphill, and they do it anyway, because they know the secret. Action creates emotion. You think you need to feel good to do good work. The truth is reversed. Do the work, and the feeling follows. Section 5. The 2-day rule. Here's a simple system that will change your life. Never miss 2 days in a row. That's it. You can miss one day, life happens, you get sick, you're exhausted, fine. But you never ever miss 2, because missing 1 day is a break. Missing 2 days is the beginning of a new habit. Your brain is always watching what you do, learning patterns, deciding who you are. When you miss one workout and come back the next day, you're teaching yourself, I'm someone who recovers quickly. But when you miss 2, 3, 4 days, you're teaching yourself, I'm someone who quits. It's not about the workout. It's not about the word count or the sales calls. It's about identity. Every action is a vote for the type of person you're becoming. And 2 days in a row, that's when you start voting against yourself. Section 6. The excitement trap. Every new beginning feels like magic. New notebook, new plan, new you. And for the first few days, you're flying. You're doing everything right. But then the excitement fades. The newness wears off. And suddenly, it's just work. Boring, repetitive, unglamorous work. This is where most people quit. They mistake the loss of excitement for a loss of progress. They think, if it's not fun anymore, I must be doing something wrong. But the truth is, boredom is not a sign you should quit. Boredom is a sign you're about to break through. The exciting phase is easy. Anyone can do something when it feels good. The real game starts when it stops being exciting and becomes a commitment. That's when amateurs quit and professionals are born. Section 7. The environment you're ignoring. You think willpower is the answer. You think if you just tried harder, wanted it more, you'd finally be consistent. But willpower is a muscle that gets tired, and you're trying to fight your environment every single day. Your phone is next to your bed. Your laptop has every distraction one click away. Your kitchen is full of junk food, and you wonder why you can't focus, why you keep falling back into old patterns. Here's the brutal truth. You're not weak. Your environment is stronger. The most disciplined people aren't using willpower, they're using design. They've set up their lives so the right choice is the easy choice. They've removed friction from good habits and added friction to bad ones. Stop trying to be stronger than your surroundings. Change your surroundings instead. Section 8. The person you're becoming. Look at what you did today. Not what you planned, not what you intended, what you actually did. Because that's who you are. Not the person you imagine becoming someday. Not the potential version living in your head. The person you are is defined by what you do when nobody's watching, when it's hard, when it's boring. And here's the beautiful, terrifying part. You get to decide right now. Not tomorrow, not on Monday, right now. Every action from this moment forward is shaping your future self. You can stay the person who starts strong and fades away, or you can become the person who shows up even when it's hard. The choice has always been yours. The question is, who do you want to be 6 months from now? And more importantly, are you willing to do what that person would do today? Conclusion. So here's what I need you to understand. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You don't lack ambition. You have too much of it, and it's been working against you. You've been living in your head, planning perfect versions of yourself, while the real you stays stuck. But now you know the truth. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about coming back faster. It's not about motivation. It's about moving without it. It's not about willpower. It's about building an environment that works for you, not against you. And most importantly, it's about letting go of that potential version you've been protecting and becoming someone real, someone imperfect, someone who fails and keeps going anyway. That's the only version that matters. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start small. Miss a day. Come back the next. Build the return rate, because the person you want to become 6 months from now isn't waiting for you in the future. They're being built right now, in this moment, by what you choose to do next. If this video made you see yourself differently, subscribe for more honest conversations like this. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.